so funny.
Tori's mom, don't watch this video.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my floor. I'm back with the boys for another sleepover because they have no choice but to do this with me because I want to.
Yay.
I'm in the mood for a nap.
Please don't fall asleep though during this. We're gonna talk about sleepover 3 a.m. thoughts.
Yeah.
It is gonna be
If you
fun.
fall asleep, we're gonna put your hand in warm water.
I wonder if it works.
We're gonna draw on your face and stuff.
But we made videos over on Eric's channel, Tom's channel, and also on the FBU2 channel, so you guys should check out that playlist down below. It has all the collab videos in it, so y'all should check it out. But for now, we're gonna be talking on the floor, which is what we're doing right now, but answering some questions that came from Twitter, and then just some of my own questions. And then if you guys have any questions just off the top of your head that you've always been curious about asking, feel free, you know?
Yeah.
I can hear you snorting.
It's because you're so funny.
You're like a little
Okay.
pug.
You're like a little bug.
My face wasn't designed to breathe.
I want to go to this first question that came from Benji M9 that just asked, do your parents watch your videos? But I wanted to add to this. Do your parents watch your videos, but also have you told your parents not to watch certain videos because of the contents inside of them?
I've never told my parents not to watch it, and I post so few videos that my dad has started watching all of my friends' videos just on the off chance that I'm in it. So he'll like be like, yeah, so Brian's going through a hard time right now. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Brian's my roommate. And I'll be like, what are you talking about? Even he'll know stuff about Brian's friends, and I'm like, Dad, get off of YouTube.
He's
Stop
going through
it.
all the recommended. That's
Literally.
just all of your friends.
Has he hit the bell yet?
Yeah, for everyone.
hell yeah.
I think for all you guys, he's hit the bell.
Oh.
I think it was just more recently because Tom's a bad influence that I've been like, hey mom, don't watch this video.
I remember I've told you, like, hey, tell your parents not to watch this video.
Because there's just certain things, especially since I'm in this weird adult transitional phase where they still see me as their child, but I'm getting a little bit older. There's certain adult themes that I'm like, maybe you shouldn't watch this. Or if you do watch it, don't ask me any questions about it.
No
Let's pretend like you
follows.
never watched it.
Okay, mine's not really like a content thing. My parents were always just like super critical of all of the videos from like a production standpoint.
Really?
And like a creative standpoint of being like, you should have done this. And I was like, it's my life, Mom. I'm not gonna do a mid shot right there. You kidding me?
We have one tripod, Mom. We did the Chubby Bunny challenge.
Yeah, my mom has watched them. I think in particular she liked the earlier stuff when I was like doing like Mexican mom stuff, and she liked watching that because she's like, I know you're taking hits at me, but it's like funny, and I'm like, no, Mom, I'm not really taking that. But you know,
Okay,
it's
but
just
she
kind of
likes
like
them.
it's relatable stuff, and yeah, she's watched them. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, it's like getting a heart tattoo with Mom inside of it, but instead of that, you just talk her on YouTube.
No, it's not talk. It's just it's for comedic stuff, and my mom laughs. Okay.
This is a complete hypothetical. We'll put our religious beliefs aside. But from It's Emily Hansen says, if you could really sell your soul to the devil, what would you sell it for?
Hell no.
I'll be honest, the first thing that came to mind was just like a good night's sleep.
That's weird. I was thinking really something stupid too. I was like, a pizza. Really good pizza. The best pizza.
You're like, that was pretty good, yeah.
Thank
All right,
you.
you can take me. I would sell my soul for infinity souls.
Oh, like the gauntlet, but with souls.
Just like instead of 3 wishes, I want infinity wishes.
So they'll only
Whoa.
have one of your souls, and then you just have an infinite amount of souls.
And then nobody else gets to go to heaven because I got all the souls.
What if they misread it though, or they do it on purpose and they give you shoe souls, and they're
Oh,
like,
that's
you gotta be
clever.
so
You're doing the
specific.
genie thing.
No.
The
I'd
genie
read the
thing.
contract. It's spelled differently.
I've seen way too many horror movies
Yeah.
to know that follows your whole like family line.
Oh, yeah.
And then
You're
even if
screwed.
you get money, you'll probably die in a horrible way.
Yeah. Right as soon as you get the money, you're like, yeah.
And then you die of like a really unfortunate paper cuts.
Yeah,
from
like
the money
money
rolls.
poisoning or something.
Yeah.
Money
Lead in your
Like
veins.
That's
it's
dark.
crazy. So no, I would not.
I think that's the consensus here. All right, I liked this one because it kind of made me think a bit. But from @Emma Schultzes said, are couples from popular romance movies still together? And they threw in some examples of like Jack and Rose from the Titanic if they both survived, or Jennifer Garner and Mark Ruffalo in 13 Going on 30, or Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds from The Proposal.
Like, would they still be together? Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
like after the movie ended, would they realistically still be together after that? Okay, so like Scott Pilgrim and Ramona Flowers.
No.
Ooh, when you say it like that, I think so.
Or is he just another evil ex?
No,
after they break up?
he doesn't become an evil ex because He's a good
He
guy.
found
Is he a
himself
good
at the
ex?
end too. Like he made peace with himself and
Yeah.
Negus got.
They went to hang out.
Yeah.
I think Scott and Ramona from Scott Pilgrim versus the World would still be together because in the end, Scott not only found the power of love, but found the power of self-love. Self-love. And I think you need to be able to love yourself before you can love anyone else. And that's exactly what he did. And that's why he can spend his life with Ramona happy.
Oh,
That's nice.
And then you said Jack and Rose from the Titanic.
Yeah.
I think something so crazy and devastating. A lot of times that brings people really close together. Like it's a bond that only that other person that you go through it will know. And I feel like that their bond would just get stronger and stronger. On the other hand, it could do just the opposite because they want to try to avoid it and like forget it. So they're like trying to put everything in the past. So they're like, yo, Jack, come on. Like we were sinking on that door just because your fat ass hopped up now. And now I have like I'm all cold all the time.
Oh my god. Well, because I'm even wondering, what if it's like, that's literally the only thing they have in common is that they were both on the same boat. And then afterwards they're like, I don't know, what do you want to go do?
You want to paint me again or something? Like,
Hold on, wait, you had sex in a carriage on the Titanic? I also did that.
Oh god. I also just remember Titanic as a kid, and that being, I think, the first ever sex scene that I've ever watched as a kid.
The steamy window. The pop.
It wasn't even really a sex scene. It was just more like hand on a steamy window and maybe a boob.
Okay,
Whoa.
hear me out. What if in that scene they weren't actually having sex, he was just like fingering her? Like, much different contextually. I'm just
I don't think it makes a
It
difference.
changes the movie. If you're like, oh, it's a great love story, but like, you could have done that under the bleachers.
I thought more you were gonna say that they were just like dry humping in the back of the carriage. Like there was no
That's so funny.
Tori's mom, don't watch this video.
Sorry, mom, you can't watch this one.
That's funny. Like I died for that.
But to answer your question, no, most of the time, because I feel like the entire like rom-com universe is so skewed to like giant acts of passion, and like that's not really a realistic viewpoint of love. It's not like 100% the entire time of like, dear my soulmate, we're all gonna die together. We have to live eternity together, or I'll kill myself. Like it's not Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
Would Romeo and Juliet be together?
They
No.
were like
Kill each other.
13. No.
That's so dramatic. MySpace.
They were both taking those upright MySpace selfies, going, nobody understands me except for Romeo.
Why dost not understand thee?
Wait, it's the locked emoji with like Romeo.
Black heart. At Sweet Ara Nightmare says, what are some moments that happened that you cannot explain? Either, I guess, supernatural or just something that was too much of a coincidence that it was kind of just like, what?
I was talking about this the other day. One time, I was like, I was talking about my brother with someone for the first time, and I was driving, and all of like the street lights were on as I was driving up, and as I said his name, the one above us blows out.
What? No.
I swear on my life, and I was like, holy shit.
What?
I was like, what just happened?
That feels too much like a coincidence.
It was the first time I ever talked about him like with this person, and then it just went, and I was like, whoa, okay,
my
all right.
God.
Yeah, I got like chills. I was like, okay, all right, okay.
Somewhat related, I think my cousins either or my uncle recently went to go leave flowers like at my grandma's grave and stuff like that, and he was just taking a photo of the flowers and stuff, and my grandpa was there, and you see in the background where my grandpa's sitting, you see this sort of, it's so weird. There's a shadow in the back that looks like, and they didn't see it there before. They didn't see anybody near their car. It was their car in the background, and there was this sort of like shadowed figure wearing something very similar to what my grandma used to wear, and had very similar hair.
You're gonna show us that picture.
I know. I see it
I have
now.
to. Yeah, I have to show it up. But like, I looked at that and was like, honestly, like I tend to not believe in supernatural things,
I totally
but
believe in
I could
supernatural.
I could
Jared
buy
kinda
it.
like it, yeah.
Dude, I believe in ghosts. I believe in like apparition. I believe in all that stuff. I even believe in like demons and demonic possession and stuff.
Oh,
like
that
I feel
terrifies
like
me, though. I
that
try
shit's
not to believe
too
in that.
real.
Yeah.
There is this abandoned water tower in the middle of like the mountains that my friends and I used to go like camp on and hang out at, and like during our late teenage, early 20s years. Yeah, it's super cool, artsy, graffiti. And we went up there. This is the last time we ever went up there. And we were up there at like 2 a.m. It was pitch black. And we just hear singing. And this is like in the middle of the mountains. Like nobody's around. And it wasn't just like a dude hiking and he was singing. This was like siren music, like super loud and clear. It was like, so I'm pretty sure there was a cult meeting nearby.
Oh my god.
Okay, but also, separate fun fact, that same area, like a week later, someone got shot there. Like, there was a murderer just living in those mountains.
Okay, so it was a rough area.
That's the scariest thing I've ever heard.
But like, during the time, it was really perks of being a wallflower.
Oh my god. This one I just wanted to read. Nat Chiquette says, why does Brandon hate Heelys? And how does he tolerate other members of the group?
There's literally only one person in the C team who wears Heelys,
Jack. Yeah.
and that's this guy. No, to be completely
How do you
honest,
tolerate us, Brandon?
it's because I can't ride them, that's why.
Brandon, I can teach you. We can have a night.
No, I'm scared.
We'll get together. I'll get you some Heelys. We'll go blade along the coast. It'll be super nice.
Blade along the
It'll be mid-90s with Heelys.
Oh my god, that's so nerdy.
No, I don't hate him. It's just a bit, guys. It's okay. I don't.
Just a
How
bit.
do you deal with us?
Yeah, how do you
How do I
tolerate
deal
us?
with you? I don't know, day by day.
Some days are better than others.
At Nixel says, any advice for people turning 20 this year? Or I guess just entering your 20s.
Yo, 20 was the worst year of my life.
Oh,
The
great.
in-between year.
It's so awful.
Give this person something to look forward to.
Okay,
12
so
months from now.
all your friends are gonna be too old or too young to do anything. You're
Yeah.
too young to do anything.
Yeah.
It's like you don't get anything. I just remember 20, like my family went on vacation without me on my birthday. I was at home in Massachusetts alone. All my friends are at the bars and stuff, and I'm just alone. I was like, this is awful.
Okay,
but
that's true.
But to look forward to.
You know, you turn 21, you can finally drink, then you get like a girlfriend, you're like, sweet, then you find out she's 20. It's really personal. So other people being 20, also inconvenient.
You can still go to bars though. It's
I
upsetting when like
know.
everyone else is able to go. I'm so close. I'm so close to 21, but you're right. 20 is awful because you're already like more of an adult than you felt in your teenage years, but you're not quite there
It's the
because
most-
you're not 21.
Yeah, it's like the most tween thing ever. You're a tween.
It's the tween of adulthood.
Literally,
It's
a tween.
Tadult.
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 A dean.
But for advice, do you guys have any actual advice?
Michaela's right here.
Oh my god!
Hey,
You're
get
about to
up.
turn 20.
Our own twadult. Get ready. It's gonna suck.
20 years
Advice:
old.
if you don't have a credit card, start building credit now. So when you start looking for apartments
Hey.
and stuff like that, you actually like have a credit score to apply with.
That's good.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's probably pretty good. Actually, I haven't done that.
20 years old, you may feel like you have to have everything like settled and ready to go, and that you should be a
do.
full-fledged adult. No, stop.
Oh, you don't?
And you definitely don't, because 20 is still like so young. I used to think that like by 22 you were supposed to have a house and kids and a family, and I'm 23 now, and
You say
I'm
kids?
and I'm nowhere near that.
Oh my land.
That's just what I assumed. I thought, okay, well by like 25, like you have to have it made, and that's definitely like not the case. So like, take a deep breath. A lot of us still don't know what we're doing, and we're way past 20. Just, you know, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna figure things out. 20 is a scary age because, you know, you just hit your second decade of life, and it can get a little scary, but relax. We don't know what the hell we're doing either.
That's true.
That is really
Yeah.
good advice. There was like a point in my 20s where it was like I was doing one thing that I thought that I wanted, and I was doing it for years, and then I found out I didn't really like it as much as I thought, and it was kind of like a weird revelation. So if anyone else is going through the thing where you're like, you really liked doing one thing, but you're like, you kind of want to. 20 is a good time to try different things. Like find out what you like is like my best piece of
And plans
advice.
change all the time. Because
Yeah.
I even remember being in high school and having everything planned out for where I was going to apply and where I was going to go to college. And then once you're in college, there's certain people that already have planned what they're going to do after college, what they're going to do to grad school, where they're going to work. And you sometimes have to accept that some things aren't going to work exactly as you planned, but then you just learn to adapt, and sometimes it's for the better.
I would also say at 20, like, you need to keep in mind you're not too young or too old for like anything. Like if you don't have anything figured out and you're like, oh, you know, 8 years from now, hopefully I'll have like a career and all the family and all of this. That's fine. And also if you're 20 and like you have something figured out and you're like, you have a huge responsibility or you're like in charge of something and people are like, no, you're too young. Like that's also bull. You're like, you can be anything right now. You can be ahead or behind and it doesn't matter.
From Catherinosaurus says, all money aside and no worries about anything, where's one place that you would desire to settle down?
Oh, settle down.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's
dang.
different.
Where I guess like this is the place where you're basically gonna spend, not like the rest of your life, but
That's hard.
I haven't been enough places yet to be like, I want to stay in
Exactly.
Sweden.
I know. I want to go exploring. I wanna
Finland
go
got free college.
Oh, that's pretty cool. But you're settling down.
Okay.
I mean, I have to say that like I absolutely like fell in love with Japan.
Man, I was thinking the same thing.
And it's just like, I don't know, there's something so beautiful and different about Japan compared to the United States where I don't know, like people lived so much more slowly there. Like people really appreciate like every single hour of the day and things are just so calm and it just kind of like really brought me like a really nice peace when I was there in Japan. So I think that's something I'd like to experience like forever. So if I could someday like move out and like live in Japan even for just a few years, I'd love to do that.
And I want to live anywhere Brandon is.
We're all moving to Japan.
All to Japan. Stop it! You're gonna cough up and then.
I want to live anywhere Tori's not.
That's so mean. Is it because I'm not 21?
Yeah, pretty much. No, in Japan it doesn't matter.
Japan is 20. Japan is.
What the hell, America? Literally, like Canada and Mexico are two bordered countries. I could have gone to either of those places and I would have been fine. I would have been a real adult. But here, I can't go to a bar with my friends.
Stuck in the middle.
From Nuggets said, if they made a movie of your life, who would play you?
Jonah
And
Hill.
who would play all the members of the C team? So I guess just who our characters
that's a
would
lot.
be.
Jonah Hill.
Tom, me, Brandon, Tori.
Just
We're
We all
saying
just
each
rotate.
other. Oh, okay. I see.
I don't, God, who, I want someone just like completely not like me. So give me Scarlett Johansson.
I thought you were gonna be like Guillermo del Toro.
Scarlett Johansson can play anyone, so there we go.
I want Drake Bell to play me.
Oh my God.
fits.
That's
I
Yes.
know. I was like,
Wow.
Fun fact, your profile picture on my phone is actually a picture of Drake Bell with a pink wig on.
No.
That's good.
I'll
Oh
show
my
you.
God.
That's funny.
Yo, I want Aiden Gallagher from Umbrella Academy.
Who is that? Oh my
He's the
god.
kid, number 5.
Ooh,
Oh.
Number 5.
I thought you were gonna say the one that can talk to dead people.
Oh, of course, but he's older than me. I was thinking like
Yeah.
people younger than me to play up to my life. I would love Robert Sheehan to play me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could see Robert Sheen playing it.
I don't know, who would play a young me? Give me a Millie Bobby Brown.
Aw. Go with kids. Tommy Pickles from the Rugrats. I feel like we do a pretty solid job.
You guys have the same hair?
Yeah, exactly. He could even go to the
You
teenage
guys walk
years.
the same?
Okay, nice. You used to have his spiked hair.
Yeah, that's true.
Brandon, Jonah Hill, is that what you said?
Jonah Hill, yeah. I want Jonah Hill to play me.
What generation, Jonah Hill?
Jonah Hill, super bad.
Okay.
Oh.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Not like mid-90s director Jonah Hill?
That guy's cool, but maybe later in my life.
Later. At Young Magalanus says, if you believed in reincarnation, what do you think your past life was?
Oh.
And,
Ooh,
okay.
to come back as a human? Like I don't completely understand.
I don't-
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't get
I
it.
read something though that like I think certain birthmarks represent different ways that you died. So like if you have like a birthmark on your butt, I don't know, maybe you got like stabbed in the butt in a past life. So I have birthmarks on my armpit, and I'm wondering if I died because someone hit me in my armpit.
Yeah, they stabbed your armpit. Why is it always stabbed your butt?
I feel like maybe I was a balloon and someone popped me, and that's why today I have fears of balloon popping.
Oh.
Wait, you can come back as an inanimate object?
As anything.
Well, the texture that makes the balloon.
Think of anything.
Plastic?
Yeah, plastic was.
You can come back as plastic. So when they pop plastic, so how do you come back from that? You were just a pop balloon forever.
The
'Cause
plastic
you don't
is ruptured.
You don't
Well, no,
disintegrate.
you'd be dead before they made the balloon. Because how do they make plastic?
I'm so.
It's like from a tree, right?
Sure.
So like when you were alive at one point, and then when they made you into the balloon, you were already dead.
What?
What?
How do you make plastic? I think in certain cultures there's like a tier system where it's like if you're really good, whatever, you get reincarnated as like a person, and if you're really shitty, you get reincarnated as like grass or something.
Oh.
So I think I was like a really kick-ass dung beetle, and they were like, this guy's gonna be a human.
He rolled the most dung.
Kick-ass
They're
dung
like, you
beetle.
go, Albus. Like,
I don't know, man. You were a cool beetle.
I'm afraid of crickets and butterflies and
Okay.
lightning. Okay, so maybe.
what do those have in
Maybe
common?
Maybe you were lightning.
Maybe you were
a-
Zeus.
You were a lightning bug
Oh.
that was scared of other bugs.
Yo,
a lightning bug.
Maybe you were rain because
that's
bugs
so
want to
good.
stay out of the rain.
Oh.
I'd be so afraid to be a butterfly though, because like your entire body would melt
What?
in the
do you
cocoon.
mean?
Because like when they're a little caterpillar and they get in the cocoon, their entire bodies melt and reform.
Butterflies are actually disgusting.
But not like
Terrifying.
but
No,
not
they like
actually.
melt.
What?
No, like actually, that's how they form into butterflies.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does. They like melt down and then build back out.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't like that. Out of just all the movies that you guys have seen, which would you wish had a sequel? Because I feel like there's like I'm one of those people that hate sequels because I feel like sometimes they're cash grabs, but I also am always curious about what happened
The
next.
Titanic 2, the ship's revenge.
That happened.
I think
No, it
it happened.
There is a
No.
second one. No, I
No.
swear it's not
There
called that,
is.
but there is a second Titanic movie.
Oh, what happens?
It
The
sinks again.
The iceberg's like,
Imagine.
iceberg's like, no, mom! Then the ship crashes and sinks those iceberg.
I want a sequel to Up called Down.
Oh my god.
I asked someone that spoke Spanish, I was like, was up and was that like, was it up or was it up in Spanish? Because what is it again? It's Arriba. So I was like, is it called Arriba? And they're like, no, it's just
It's just called Up.
We just pronounce it
You
funny.
idiot.
You remember how, like in 500 Days of Summer, it ends and then he meets a girl named Fall?
Oh,
500 Days of Fall,
that's
maybe?
a good one.
That
I
would be
agree.
fun.
I changed my answer to Brandon's. Brandon had the best one.
It'd be fun to just see how, like, I don't know, Joseph Gordon-Levitt played another, like, love role.
I
in
loved that.
That's one of my
Yeah.
faves.
Aw.
Okay, wait, no, I want.
Was her name Fall?
Oh, I'm sorry,
was
Autumn,
Autumn.
sorry.
Autumn.
Why would her name be Fall? Sorry, my apologies. It's 500 Days of Autumn. I don't know.
It was short for Fali.
That was so dumb. I'm so dumb.
Wow.
I want a sequel of The Notebook that's in between when they get together and then they die, and it's just like 40 years of a solid marriage.
Aw.
It's like no ups
so
and downs.
wholesome.
Just a rom.
Yeah. It's just like, all right, date night every Friday.
That's just like a nice slice of life kind of thing.
Slice of life is cool.
Aw.
Only because I've talked about it already. I'm just curious about what happened to Scott Pilgrim. So, like, did they stay together?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Because I mean, in my head, I feel like maybe they did.
I mean, even in the comic
afterwards.
books, they do just like it just ends.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's Scott Pilgrim versus the universe.
That was the second.
that's
Book.
Instead of the
good.
world.
Ah.
No, guys, that was the second one. That's
Really?
the second book. Yes.
Actually,
Oh.
The second book is actually called Scott Pilgrim versus
Well,
the
they
Universe.
beat
Scott Pilgrim versus
punch
the
already.
Galaxy.
Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim and his lonely little life, like things like that.
What? Okay, that's
Yeah,
cute.
They each have different names on them.
All right, well, you guys heard us. Please make these movies. We beg of you. But we're going to end it here. Remember, we made a video over on Tom's channel and Eric's channel and on the FB2 channel, so you guys can check out the playlist in the link below. Yeah, this is where down is. I don't know. We're all in
Somewhere.
circle.
I think it's it's down there because I'm at the top, so it's you.
Also, if you guys want to check out my merch or follow me on social media, just check out the description. There's so many nice things there. I highly recommend it. And you guys can subscribe to all the channels and Brandon's channel that he has. All right, bye-bye, everybody. See you next time. Boop.
Bye.
Bye.
Achoo.
Ew. We're actually gonna get sick after
No,
this.
you're not.
Yeah, we are.
Tom started it.
No, I didn't. I'm gonna stay down here for a little bit.